I'm sitting in a butter.
From a similar appearance to the hopper of a mill, along with the bones found at the bottom, suggesting animals entered it on the way to meeting the devil. The site was purchased by the state in 1974, and a set of 236 wooden steps.
I can put it in a bottle of water. Yeah,
Talking about moss.
Like, roll it up.
Why would I talk about moss? Is it a Bible?
Why would you talk about moss, Alyssa?
Because
Just like this stuff? The river's really cute. It has flowing water. How cool is that? It's pretty neat.
About the river.
no comment.
This way's north. Look at the ferns.
Look at the ferns.
Look at all.
Look at all the ferns.
Do you see the ferns?
Oh my god, do you see the ferns?
They're pointing north.
The cutaway limestone sides of the sinkhole provide an easily visible geological record of the area. 12 springs, some more visible than others, feed the pond at the bottom of the sinkhole. In the summer, the bottom of the sinkhole is dramatically cooler than the air at the surface due to the depth of Satan. There is not enough hellfire at the mill hopper. 7 out of 10 needs more hellfire. Which way is north? We don't know which way is north. We ask some strangers, and some find patterns such as reindeer in the trees that will help us discern. Please, explain it to us so we can understand. This is Keegan. Keegan, please explain to us.
Wait, am I ready?
Point to it, Yan.
It's a reindeer.
Okay, why is it a reindeer?
Because it looks like the sign. And it goes like that. And then the other one is the mustache.
These are the invasive species at the devil.
What makes you sad, Alyssa?
Half of my name.
Which way's north?
That way.
That way's north? Okay. How do you know that way's north?
It's an inkling that I have, a feeling. It's how I operate.
In the sandhill environment, the sandy soil and regular hellfire results in pine trees being the predominant vegetation. The moist soils of the hammock support broadleaf trees and more low vegetation.
Which way is north?
All the ways, Mark, because we're at the South Pole.
How do you know?
There's moss is growing on all the sides of the trees.
Which way is north?
Up. The opposite of south.
How do you know?
The opposite of south. Of course. There's moss in the sky, didn't you know?
Which way is north?
East. North. What?
And how do you know that way's north?
Sun rises in the east. It's approximately 10:57, therefore 90-degree angle to the sun. Why? Am I wrong? Because I might be. I can't check that because my compass is spinning around.
We decide to go back and see the dead birds with the girls. Here they are. And we think about the fleeting nature of existence. And we think about, what if a much of a witch of a wind gives the truth to summer's lie, bloodies with dizzying leaves the sun, and yanks immortal stars awry. Blow king to beggar and queen to seem, blow friend to fiend, blow space to time. When skies are hanged and oceans drowned, the single secret will still be man. What if a king of a lean wind flays, screaming hills with sleet and snow, strangles valleys by ropes of thing, and stifles forest and wide to go.
Tell me something you hate.
Not dead birds.
Which way's north?
The period between infection and the first flu-like symptoms is typically 2 to 12 weeks, but incubation periods as short as 4 days and longer than 6 years have been documented, depending on the location and severity of the inoculating wound and the amount of virus introduced. Soon after, the symptoms expand to slight or partial paralysis.
Is getting eaten by a giant tree.
Anxiety, insomnia, confusion, agitation, abnormal behavior, paranoia, terror, and hallucinations progressing to delirium. It has been called hydrophobic because victims, locally paralyzed.
Tell me about Two Wives.
Are you a huggable person?
Yes.
Are you sure? Because you don't look very huggable.
I'm huggable.
Are you huggable?
Anonymously tell me about the Two Wives.
There are 2 of them.
Elaborate.
I don't know.
Fucking awesome sloths swim across oceans to land. They are really awesome. They're really cool. They're
Locally paralyzed and unable to swallow, have been known to become agitated at the sight of water. Death almost invariably results 2 to 10 days after first symptoms. When symptoms have presented, survival is rare, even with the administration of proper intensive care. Other symptoms include inability to find which way is north, or to find direction in general, or to find color.
What would you be?
One is blue and black one.
Now, which way's north?
I got it. Ooh, that one's pretty. I want a picture of it.
Which way's north?
That way. Just one. I was like dirty, and I found a bucket of dirt on one of my friends as we were playing in my backyard.
I'd like to tell you a story about how we in the Balkans kill rats. If we have a method of transforming a rat into a wolf, we make a wolf rat. But before I explain this method, I'd like to tell you something about rats themselves. First of all, rats consume large quantities of food, sometimes double the weight of their own bodies. Their front teeth never stop growing, and they have to be ground constantly, otherwise they risk suffocation. Rats take good care of their families. They will never kill or eat the members of their own family. They are extremely intelligent. Einstein once said, "If the rat were 20 kilos heavier, it would definitely be ruler of the world. If you put a plate of food and poison in front of a hole, the rat will have a sense and not eat it."
We are waiting for bats to fly, and they're not going to. It's freezing.
What does that make you feel like?
It makes me upset.
Yeah,
And it's cold.
yeah. No.
You have interesting eyebrows.
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 Hey Mark, you have interesting eyebrows.
Mark has really interesting eyebrows.
Super interesting eyebrows, Mark.
Really interesting eyebrows.
Like amazingly interesting eyebrows.
Mark's eyebrows are so interesting.
Just awesome. That one's blue.
It's almost sad, sometimes. 9:30, 9, 10. To catch the rats, you have to fill all their holes with water, leaving only one open. In this way, you can catch 35 to 45 rats. You have to make sure that you choose only the males. You have to put them in a cage and give them only water to drink. After a while, they start to get hungry. Their front teeth start growing, and even though normally they would not kill members of their own tribe, since they risk suffocation, they are forced to kill the weak one in the cage.
Like a bat.
I'm very flighty,
on everything.
and I'm evil, and I try to avoid people.
You're just walking.
Yeah.
And you don't like loud noises.
Not usually, no. Unless there are guns shooting somebody I don't like.